Libra, welcome in month reading for the month of December, so I guess you can get started. Okay, let's pull out some main energy, what's going on with you Libra in December, okay. And we have the Seven of Swords reversed. Okay, so something coming out, something coming to the light, you know, something coming to the light. Okay, that's too much. Something coming to the light, some truth, something. That's what I'm kind of feeling. Well, let's get more clarification. What's the main energy for December for Libra? We have the World reversed and the Hangman reversed. Yeah, something just, I kept getting like some truth, something coming out to the light, and you're just completely like, what? Like what? So it might be, I don't know yet if it's you, kind of like something about you coming to the light, but I think like it might be more about you kind of receiving some truth about something, and it's just like completely you're like lost. Okay, so this would be like something big for most of you. For some of you it might be something big. Okay, that's the main energy for December, like you discovering something and your whole world is kind of like crushing, like what, and you're completely stuck because you don't know what to do or think even about this. Okay, one more card for December. Yeah, and we have the Four of Cups, which is again like you don't know what to do. Like you just like look at those things, like this truth, and like okay, what do I do about this? Okay, it's not necessarily like maybe a bad thing, this truth that you will discover, but it will be definitely, you will feel like a little bit tricked, deceived by something or someone, you know, like you will be thinking like, do I want this thing, this situation, this person, whatever it might be, still in my life after discovering this truth, or do I want to move on to something new? Do I want something new, or do I want to stay even if I discover that's true? Okay, so this is that kind of energy. But let's move on to other cards now, something more I don't know, energetic, spiritual, whatever. Just okay, energy for December for Libra. Energy for December for Libra. What's the energy for Libra in December? What's going on? What's the energy? What things are happening? What's the energy for December for Libra? Libra in December. Okay. And we have the Two of Swords and the Four of what? Four of Cups. Yeah. Okay, so it's telling me like you got kind of like something just went out of the control, you know. Maybe it would be something you regret, you know, or you might think like regretting, you know. But I kind of get like you be trying to, you won't kind of like close yourself off, you know what I mean? Like you won't just like, you know, I mean, yeah, basically like, yeah, you will be in this mood of Hangman reverse, you know, like not knowing what to do, what decision to make, you know, being kind of stuck. Okay, but you won't close yourself off to this. You'll be thinking about your decision, so you will need answers, you know. That's why you'll be looking for those answers. You'll be trying like, okay, I discovered this truth. It might be also about like you discovering this truth by yourself, you know, because you'll be looking for this truth. But either way, once you kind of discover it, you'll be trying to look more deeply into that, like more in depth, like, okay, I want to know now everything about this. Okay, like whatever it is, I want to like make my decision right, so I need to like look deeper into that before I will make a decision. Okay, like how, when, why, okay, so you'll be looking for those answers and you'll be probably finding them. Okay, because it's the kind of finding and looking and finding answers, you know. However, yeah, but that card is really like interesting because it's like something getting out of control, you know. It might be you kind of like, you know, closing yourself from the world, because I mean those cards are so similar. Okay, like something just like making you so triggered maybe that it's just like you're shot from the world, okay? You know in your head and you're lost and like what? I kind of like get this clear energy from you, Libra, in the December. Like, it's a clear energy, okay? But okay, let's get more clarification on this Two of Swords. Like, what is getting out of control? What do you regret? What is happening, okay? What is happening? What is getting out of control for Libra in December? What is it? December for Libra, okay? And we have Emperor, okay? Okay, so this is kind of like... Okay, give me a minute. It's like you kind of getting mad and under the control. Wait a minute. You kind of like regretting maybe what you have, or like, you know, how to say this? How to read that energy? Give me a minute. Libra in December, what is going on here? What is going on here? Maybe you fighting over the resources you have, or you fighting over the kind of power over this thing, you know? It's like you don't want to feel hopeless in that, and you feel like someone took your maybe power away by kind of doing this. Like you kind of being tricked, and it just feels like someone just took your power away. Like you feel tricked and kind of like hopeless and kind of like kind of stupid by kind of not seeing that truth, or someone kind of hiding, or some situation kind of hiding it from you, or you not seeing it, you know, and it will be just like making you super mad, like and regretting that you didn't kind of see that earlier, you know. But let me get what? Let me get the book on this Two of Swords. Yeah, it's just like I get a feeling like this truth might be about you kind of doing something, kind of investing. But as I said, it might be about you looking for this truth and finding it. It might be that it didn't just come by itself. You were looking into that, okay? So, and it might cost you a lot, okay? Because you finding out about this truth might really cost you a lot. Like, you might be discovering something about your partner, for example. It doesn't have to be about people, like just an example. You discovering something about your partner because you were looking for it, and that's why I don't think like it would be like something bad. I don't think like it would be, for example, you discovering your partner cheating. I mean, it might happen, but it will be more of it, something like of a personal life of this person, for example, something more kind of like personal, you know, and you were asking for it by yourself to kind of know this. You were looking for it. This person, for example, didn't told you about this, you know, and you got yourself into this fight, into this getting this truth by yourself, and it's kind of like not only their responsibility, that's the person, you know. So you kind of wanted to know some truth, but now it kind of costs you a lot, okay? So it has consequences, okay? But you discovered this truth, and you might be even like, wow, like, was discovering this truth kind of like worth it, okay? But you definitely like gain some, maybe I kind of get feeling like some of you kind of gain the power kind of over this person, that's the person, or over this situation, but it kind of came with a cost, as I said, you know, like maybe this person didn't want you to know this, you know, or something like that, like if that's the person, okay? But either way, yeah, it kind of give you a new information, new resources, you know, new way of perspective. That's why you'll be thinking like, do I want to stay? Because now I have all this information, and do I want to really stay, you know, with this situation, with this person, with this energy, you know? Like, you have this new point of view because you discovered something and you have more information about this, you know? So that's interesting. That's why you'll be trying to make this decision, because you'll be really stagnant, like lost, like, whoa. Because I kind of get like it might be something big if you will discover, you know, not necessarily big, but you know, something that just will have an effect on your decision and on what do you want to do about something. We have a Three of Cups. Okay, it might be about friendship, about yeah, people in overall. We have the Knight of Swords and Knight of Wands. Okay, so let me check out this meaning. Okay, so what I basically see is like, it might be forcible about a relationship, about friendship, whatever it might be, something with kind of like exchange, and it also like tells me a lot about like what you did was kind of like it didn't bring you much because you had to pay for it back, you know, like as I said, you discover this information, but it also had any consequences for it, you know, so it kind of was like an exchange, more like, you know. Either way, there's like this, like those both knights, it's like you wanting to discover something, which is again like four of cups basically energy, you know, like you going out there discovering something and like trusting your instincts, because as I said, there's something that you wanted maybe to discover the truth about. That's why, because you felt like you had to, like there's something to discover, you know, like you were trusting your instincts and you just like wanted to discover something. Okay, either way you did, like there was like this type of actions, and maybe not, you didn't think this through, you know, like there's also like this braveness and courage energy, and you didn't think about this and you just went into this and like whoa. Okay, like whoa. Okay, let's get more in-depth information on December for Libra. What will be happening maybe in your head, maybe with feelings in December for Libra. Okay, we have a Justice reverse and Ace of Pentacles. Okay, yeah, like there's some kind of like abuse, I would say, like there's like this kind of like unwanted energy, I would say, like you may be going too deep into someone's personal life or too deep to kind of get those informations, you know, and it might really become something really like of an argument later on, like it will bring some consequences because you didn't think this through. There's a lot of like this night energy of like going and doing something really, but like not thinking too much about this, like you just had this desire and you didn't think this through, you know. Like there was like this need of doing something, you know, going for something, but like gaining this information or like this stability, you know, because there was something maybe uncertain and you just wanted to be certain about something. Either way, you gained this information and you gained this kind of stability and balance because you kind of gained this information. So now you are able to kind of make decision about what it is you want to do. Okay. But yeah, this Justice reverse it's not a nice energy. It's kind of like unfairness, I would say, and it might come from your side too. Okay, like, but I can get like it's just like very both-sided. Like for example, someone telling you about something, but also you kind of going into their personal life and getting those information, which is also like unfair, you know. Especially if that's like something of a relationship, but it might be really anything. It might be about person, it might be friendship, it might be job, it might be really whatever. But yeah, there's like the sense of unfairness, but it comes from the both sides, you know. Let's get more information on that for December for Libra. Yeah, we have the Seven of Wands, which is telling me about you kind of looking away to kind of escape the situation or kind of find your path, your way, you know. It might be that you knew already that something was going on and you had to kind of like establish those facts because before you be able to move on, okay, like further. So you had to like see this path lightly because before you kind of like make a decision, you know. But either way, you will find this way. Okay, there's like this, you kind of finding this way because you got those facts now and you can kind of know how to get out of the situation, how to like move on, how to kind of like, you know, you just see the direction lightly now. Okay, like in the light, and you know what to do, where you should, what kind of like choices you can pick from. You see things lightly now in the light. Okay, let's get one more for December for Libra. One more for December for Libra. What's going on inside December for Libra? Okay, and that was not One. Okay. So we have a Knight of Swords and the Tower reversed, and the Knight of Swords reversed. So it's telling me that you just can't get over this information. And I really see that like December will be like really about this information, okay, and like you just like don't know what to do about this, okay, like it would be a shock for you. That's the word. It will be a shock for you. You'll be shocked, okay, like completely shocked about this information, okay, and it will really like keep you stagnant for a while because you don't know what to do about this information. Like it will just like keep you like surprised. That's why you will not be able to shake off this feeling of being shocked by it. We have the Knight of Swords also, which is kind of telling me about a kind of like this aggressive energy, you know, both with this Two of Swords, you know, which is telling me about like you kind of not controlling yourself because you are so shocked about this information, you know, that you got. So I kind of get the feeling like you might be doing some really impulsive actions. It also might be about discovering this information which was very impulsive, probably, both with this Knight of Wands again, which is like, you know, very not thought through decisions and feelings and like acting on them, and it's just like very immature, I would say. Like being shocked and kind of like you will not even know what to do about this, how to feel about this. You will just like be shocked, okay? It will really keep you stagnant for a while. You will not be able to do anything about it because you'll be thinking through what you should do, how you feel about this, first of all. But let's get some clarification on December for Libra. What's the clarification? What else is there to know? What else is there to know? December for Libra. And we have a Knight of Pentacles reversed for page, whatever. Which is like not accepting something, okay? It might be like you discover this fact, but now you can't accept it, okay? Like that's why I kind of get the energy of regret. Like, was it worth it to discover it? Like, was it worth it to really dig that deep for this information? If you digged, okay? Because it might not be for everyone that you looked for this truth or information, okay? But either way, you can't accept it. You can be kind of like open-minded enough to kind of accept it for now as it is, you know? That's why you're kind of thinking what to do about this. But it seems like you just can't even look at it in negative or positive way. As I said, there's also kind of like this shock, like being shocked by it. Okay, one more card for December for Libra. What else is there to know? And again, I kind of get feeling like it might be about relationship, friendship, something with people, especially this Three of Cups, which is telling me about some kind of like, you know, exchange between both people. But it's like, as I said, it's like a very balanced exchange, you know, like you looking maybe for something and stuff. And we have 10 of Wands reversed. Yeah, you just taken too much at once, you know, that's what I'm getting. That's why you can't now move on, because it's very like unbalanced, you know, a lot of this kind of impulsiveness and kind of taking all at once, and you're just like, what do I think, what do I do, you know, it's like this kind of energy. Okay, let me get you an oracle card. Okay, so December for Libra. December for Libra. What's the main energy? Okay. And we have trust. Okay, so you don't basically know right now if you should trust in that or in that person, whatever it is. You just kind of like lost your trust because now discovering this truth, you know, like, yeah, that might be a problem, you know, because someone probably like deceived you or tricked you, you know. But I kind of don't get the feeling it's something bad that was supposed to be aimed at you. It's just something that maybe if that's the person didn't want to like share with the world, and it shouldn't be maybe like talked about at this point. But yep, let's get one more card for December for Libra. Libra in December, what's the energy for Libra in December for Libra? We have Harmony and Sanctuary. Yeah, kind of get a feeling like you got maybe very comfortable in how things went, okay, but now you kind of lost your trust, and you don't know if you can feel like at home with that person or situation, because maybe before you kind of had this confidence in it, you kind of felt like you are kind of like in control when it comes to this thing, like you know everything, it's cool, like you are comfortable in that situation. But now your trust is like broken and you don't know what to do about this. Also, you'll be really like closing yourself off from the world, and you'll be like really trying to find answers in your own company versus kind of like, you know, backing off from the world, kind of sitting a lot in your head, in your headspace, and trying to figure out what it is that you actually want, you know. Like, yeah, if that's something for you, if that's something you want to, you know, go into, and if you can just like trust again into that. Okay, you don't know if you'll be able maybe to move on and be comfortable with that information, or with this trust that was broken, maybe, kind of. It's not something like, I feel like it's something bad as cheating or something, as I said, but I think like you will be just like, your trust will be broken just because of someone not telling you about something, or the situation not being completely revealed to you. Yeah, it's something like, yeah, it's not like cheating, it's more like something not being revealed to you, you know. And yeah, that's the energy I'm getting. So yeah, I just don't know if you'll be thinking if you would be able to kind of peacefully proceed with this information and move on. You know, you will be just looking for something that will make you feel maybe comfortable, okay, with what you are going through with. Okay, let's get some maybe advice, message for you, Libra, for December. What's the message? What's the advice for Libra in December? What's the advice for Libra in December? What's the advice, the message for Libra? Oh, and we have forgiveness. Okay, so that's the message, forgiveness. Okay, so that's pretty simple. You can listen, you cannot trust your intuition on that. But yeah, as I said, it's not something like as I said, I don't get like things like cheating or something, or like trickery, deceiving. It's more like just something not being revealed to you, and it's kind of like now you have more information and you're trying to figure out if you want to proceed with this. But yeah, the advice is forgive, but do what you want about this. Yeah, okay, so Libra, I guess that's it. So thank you so much for watching. Let me know how is your month going in the comments down below. You can let me know if the video resonated. I would appreciate this. And yeah, thank you so much for watching. Have a great month.